This lesson is about how the prophets were always hated. The Most High, you know, didn't give, you know, this job for the weak. Prophesying was something that a lot of times there was judgment that came with it. Every time prophesying wasn't always about good stuff that people wanted to hear, you know, and people hate to hear, you know, they hate to hear that they wrong, and they hate to hear, you know, bad news, whether it's true or not. This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 7. It says, 30 and verse 9. Yeah, Isaiah 30 and 9. That this, I'll start with 8, Slocky. Isaiah 30 and 8. Now go write it before them in a table and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever. Now remember, if you recall, if you not, if you could be new, but John the Revelator was told to eat the book, and it was in his mouth as sweet as honey, and it was in his belly bitter. And he was told afterwards he must prophesy again. And prophesying consists of prophesying the downfall of this nation, prophesying the rise of our nation to come, prophesying the coming of Yahushua coming back again. This is a part that's prophesying the downfall of the 2/3 of them being killed. For all people who are, sinners that don't want to follow after, the Heavenly Father's program. People don't want to hear that. To be quite frank. Going reading back, it says Isaiah 30 and 8. From the top it says, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever, that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of Yahweh. Who is that? That sounds like Israel. Israel is the one that's hard-headed. Moses had to go back up in the mountain because he broke the tablets. Israel doesn't want to hear the Heavenly Father's instructions. Israel is that rebellious people, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. Tell us those good lies we want to hear. We want to believe in these lies. If you tell us enough lies, maybe we'll believe it. Maybe you'll speak it and make it come to pass. That's the idea that a lot of Jake have. They don't want to hear this word, and they feel like if you say it, because all we doing is repeating what we were told to say. That's all. Repeating what we're told to say. And they feel as though what we say actually has influence. Like if the Most High said this place would last on and told us to prophesy that's what we prophesy. And it don't matter if a person says that this place is gonna, keep going. If the Most High didn't say it, then that person would be a false prophet. So all we can do is we're just basically the messengers. That's all we are. We're basically repeating what the Heavenly Father said. So we're not prophesying out of our own heart. This is First Kings 22 and verse 8. Wait, First Kings 22 and 7. And Jehoshaphat said, is there not here a prophet of Yahweh besides that we might inquire of him? And the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, there is yet one man, Micaiah, the son of Imlah, by whom we may inquire of Yahweh. But I hate him, for he doth not prophesy good concerning me, but evil. And Jehoshaphat said, let not the king say so. So he said, basically, I hate him. He always prophesied. He said, nah. I mean, because that's why he was hated. Because it wasn't because of, because he took his woman. It's not like he hated him because, he stole from him. He killed his mom or something. He hated him because he prophesied evil stuff about him. Hey, it's not his fault. All he is, again, is just a messenger. Another example of how the prophets, were hated. We're not going to be liked by the common people. That's why we're not going to be accepted by the common people. They think that they think that we're weirdos. They think that we're in a phase. They think that, we need to get jobs. We're bums. They think, all types of things against us. This is Jeremiah 28 and verse 8. 28 and 8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. War means people die. Evil is not good. It's good. Ultimately, it is good. Anything in the Heavenly Father sanctioned is good, but to us, it's evil. We look at pestilence as being, evil. But it's necessary. Pestilence, diseases. Who wants to hear that? Who wants to hear that they loved one is about to die? Here a person, here it is. Let's say here's a woman who waited, who been ran through, hit the wall, and she 50 years old, 55 years old, and she finds a man that's willing to settle down with. Then all of a sudden he dies. Who wants to hear that? Who wants? She's lonely. Who wants to hear bad? People like to continue believing in this, false narrative that they like to paint for themselves. And with us, it makes it harder for them to paint this false narrative. Hananiah, basically, if you keep reading, he basically prophesied a lie, told them what they wanted to hear. And he told them, like, hey, no, y'all about to, in 2 full years, we about to be free from Babylon. 2 years, that's not too bad. About what? Close to like 700 days? Ain't too bad. It says no. And guess what? He died later for prophesying that. He died that same year in the 7th month, it says. So, are you going to continue to believe in a lie? Are you going to trust in a lie? Are you going to try to, get right with the Heavenly Father? Or are you going to, choose death? And that's, what it comes down to. Are you going to choose life or are you going to choose death? Israel loves to choose, death. That's why a lot of them are actually going to get what they wanted. They wanted death. All right, you get death. And how you choose death? By walking contrary to the Heavenly Father and walking into the congregation of the dead and being out of understanding. On that note, I'm gonna give all praises and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Hashem Kodash. Double honors to the elders GMS well. Peace, salutations, and shalom.